सभी देखने वालों को संजीव कपूर का प्यार भरा नमस्कार। वेलकम टू संजीव कपूर किचन। आप सबका मेरे किचन में बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
छोटी, ये खाने लायक तो होगा ना?
वाह 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 वाह, मजा आ गया भाई। क्या बात है। अरे भाई जरा मटन के कबाब और देना।
छोटी माँ, बड़े भैया को जरा मटन के कबाब और दीजिए ना।
मटन कहाँ है? ये तो सूरन के कबाब बनाए हैं। हद है, ऐसा क्या कर दिया जो आप लोगों को सूरन और मटन में फर्क नहीं मालूम होता?
अरे भाई, खाना बनाना भी एक आर्ट है। बनाने वाला सूरन को मटन बना सकता है और मटन को सूरन।
वाह, वो तो मैं 2 दिन में सिखा सकता हूँ दीदी। खाना बनाना ही तो सबसे रसीला काम है। जीभ पे रखते ही अच्छे बुरे का मालूम हो जाता है।
In India, we have the opportunity that we have so many different ingredients which I think can be used, which I think different season, different flowers. This is what it looks like. Different herbs, different leaves, different ingredients. In India, we love to work with our hands, and so that you can feel the ingredients, you can really taste them while you are cooking, and that's I would say is typically Indian. I think Indian cuisine is fairly bold because what we have is unique blends that we have of spices and herbs. In one dish, we can have 15 to 20 different contrasting spices and herbs, and yet we come up with one dish. It's something which you cannot ignore it. You have 1 spoonful of anything Indian and you are bound to love it.
At Mother India's table, food can feed more than the body. It can help bring people together. God's own restaurant never closes. And the food's always free. Every day, 80,000 people are served the langar, a communal vegetarian meal where rich and poor alike sit on the floor in the spirit of equality, such as preparing simple food to be eaten communally, so preserving traditional values of humility and hospitality.
We make cakes without eggs.
It's easy to see why his wife's cooking, delivered to his office door, represents the ultimate inconvenience for Mr. Parikh. Yet for many Muslims, the meatballs produced by this simple eatery represent the world's finest kebabs. Was founded by the grandfather of Muhammad Usman.
Indian food is full of nutrition and it is healthy for the body.
From Indian perspective, taste is paramount, and our savory dishes are more salty. Our hot dishes are more hot, our sweet dishes are more sweet, our sour things are more sour.
Today, many Indians are eating better than ever before. They're also experimenting with different cuisines. Although today, even the most ravenous appetites might slacken after 10 courses, it's a far cry from the good old days, when a princely meal averaged close to 60 culinary masterpieces, sometimes more. From tandoori chicken to chicken tikka, from naan to palak paneer, much of what's considered Indian food by the rest of the world is in fact Punjabi fare. The term Indian food is misleading, since every region in the country has its own cuisine. India has been called the land of 1,000 dishes. And now, thanks to globalization, new recipes from all over the world are arriving at its table.
We are very comfortable in the change of form in food, but not really in the taste. Which means that the form is something that we want, international form. Taste is something that we want to have Indian. Same is the case with pizzas. We have tandoori chicken or chicken tikka pizza as the top selling pizza in our country. We want to believe that we are eating authentic Italian, but in an Indian taste.
Sanjeev Kapoor is well qualified to pronounce on Indian taste. His own restaurant chain and a line of spices and ready-to-cook mixes marketed worldwide, Master Chef has become the face of Indian cooking today. He's not only changed the way Indians think about food, he single-handedly raised the status of chefs.
When you are willing to share the knowledge that you have, others share with you quite a lot. And suddenly, the image that you have is different. You are not just a cook, you're not just a chef. You become a teacher. Teacher in our society is revered.
As host of India's longest-running TV show, Food Treasures, Sanjeev believes he's discovered the biggest treasure of all.
Mom's cooking. It works all across the globe. You cannot compete with that. That's the best. Why? Because when she's cooking, the thoughts in her mind are positive. She wants best for her family.
Mrs. Parikh doesn't need to be convinced of the magic of home food. She knows it's got that one ingredient restaurant food lacks. It's called love. Qualities like these keep Bombay's Dabbawala's in business, despite the growing number of restaurants, catering services, and fast food chains. His service includes delivery 6 days a week. It also includes retracing his 20-kilometer trek in the afternoon to pick up the empty dabbas and return them to his clients' kitchens. Punctuality is crucial. A clockwork-like efficiency rules. At 10:30 precisely, he reaches the Parikh's house. The carefully packed lunch is ready and waiting. Shouldering his 50-kilo bundle, Mangesh heads into the station to catch a train that only stops for 30 seconds. In Mumbai's only executive office equipped with a state-of-the-art kitchen, Sanjeev Kapoor is training aspiring chefs to cook spicy Kolhapur chicken, an all-time favorite. Recently, the celebrity chef launched his own food channel on TV. On the streets of Lucknow, Diwali, the Hindu festival of light, is celebrated. And what would a celebration be without indulging in India's greatest passion, incredibly sweet sweets? Distributed on all auspicious occasions, many Indian sweets come wrapped in an edible coating of silver paper, said to aid digestion.
I'm going to try using these farm fresh mustard leaves which I picked up, and they just look outstanding, smell very good, very nice, fresh. But I've never cooked them the way I plan to cook them here with Norwegian salmon. So I hope I can do some justice to freshness of these leaves. You have set direction, you know how people behave, you know how ingredients behave. It's very predictable. Here, it's very contrasting tastes, flavors and textures. So to use something as pungent and as sharp as mustard with something which is silk, smooth Norwegian salmon. So the contrast is a lot. But that is something which would work in India, because people like international flavors and tastes, and with the Indian touch and a lot of freshness of greens. I must admit I have not tried this before. The final outcome of all this is a fairly simple dish, Norwegian salmon featuring lots of fresh mustard leaves.
In the big cities, a modern, Western lifestyle is all the rage. Everyone's been bitten by the fast food bug, and children demand the kind of food they see on TV.
I love junk food very much, like pizza, cheeseburger, burger and Pepsi, Coke, like that. Due to that, I got diabetes earlier. Since past 2 years, I have diabetes.
India is described as the diabetic capital of the world. According to the World Health Organization and the International Diabetes Federation, India already has 41 million diabetics, and this is the largest number in the world. We are even ahead of China. From the traditional foods, which are lower in fat and calorie content and higher in fiber, suddenly there's an explosion of junk foods. People don't have time to cook their traditional meals. The husband and the wife are both working, so eating out has become more common. They pick up whatever food they can get, the fast foods, the processed foods. These are very high in calorie. In a country where malnutrition has been there for years, when somebody puts on weight, it's considered a good sign. Oh, we have a nice, chubby, fat child. Not realizing that we are quickly escalating from one end malnutrition to the other end obesity within a period of 5 to 10 years. And this is happening very rapidly. If you go to the affluent schools, 30% of the school children are already obese.
The land of 1,000 dishes is always open to new and flavorful additions. But there's no need to fear the distinctive nature of this country will be swallowed up by change. Because the roots that nourish Mother India run much too deep to disappear.